Welcome to my presentation. My name is Benedict Manyonga, and I'll be presenting on our group project with Positive Youth of Tomorrow. Positive Youth of Tomorrow is an organization founded in 1999 by Miss Carol Kelly. That organization is founded for and by people of the Langfield community. So it's mostly primarily on working with the Langfield community, but they are they are hoping to expand and work with other projects. While looking at the organization, we realized that they don't really have much presence on social media. They do have an Instagram and Facebook account, but on Facebook they're practically non-existent, and on Instagram they have barely any posts or any interaction with their key public. Although this is a non-profit organization, they barely have any funding as is, but they are working on making some structural changes that would be hopefully that will bring more cohesions and order to the organization. They do have an active board of director that did meet up um, recently, and but after that meeting, like I said, they're trying to reshuffle the whole thing, that which made it very hard for us to proceed with the objectives and goals that we discussed. Um, in the PYOT situation is quite complex. Uh, Although they're trying to make public housing more effective for people, we don't have financial means, which is at what they want to do at their core. They're mostly working with the Langfield community. They're trying to bring awareness to how the community is doing, the good, the bad, and also trying to better the community by providing some activity that would help out the people of the community, either financially or emotionally, any kind of, or even like any kind of help that's available that wouldn't cost anything to the association. Their key public, like I said, is mostly people from the Langfield community, um, mostly the ages 18 to 50 years old, although they do service also kids, but they're mostly trying to reach out on young adults and adults living in the community to have them come and be part of the organization by helping out either financially or volunteering their time and talents or something like that. And but also they're hoping to bring out people from the outside of the community to come in and also provide some help, be it by volunteering or by donating. The goals and objectives of PYT are pretty straightforward. They're trying to bring awareness to the organization. And a few ways that we discussed, a few goals that we came up with would have been um, creating a website, an Instagram account, making a brochure for the Earth Day event that they organized, creating a podcast. We wanted to. That was more of a long-term idea that we weren't able to process. They wanted a survey to be able to know the community better and know how to serve them better. A few objectives were to enhance, like I said, to enhance PYOT's image, to strengthen their bond between the organization and the key public, and to have an impact on public knowledge. By and All of that brings us to because PYT wishes to be known as a staple of the community, that they want it to be the one place that has it all, to one place that people know they can go to get more help, um, provided a few, we decided to categorize their goals and objectives. We went with a reputation management goal, which means improving their image or bring awareness to the organization as a whole. A relationship management goal, which would be to, like I said, to enhance the organization bond with its core public or key public that would probably be meeting up with the Langfield community habitants one by one, and having talking to them about what the organization is bringing to the table and what they want from each um, community, each member of the community. But also, we also have an acceptance objective. So um, we we PYOT and us wanted to persuade Langfield community members to accept assistance, because that was one thing that really set PYT back, was that not many people were willing to accept assistance provided by the organization. Um, One of our action objective would be for to encourage people, after knowing more from about the organization, to donate their time or money to help out in the organization. Some of the action that we decided to take was to flap hand out brochures for um, their PY the Earth Day event, we also wanted to send out a press release, but due to a miscommunication, we weren't able to um, do that in due time. For PYT, we decided to use a more personal involvement communication tactic, because one, it was the least expensive method, and two, because we're working with an organization working within such a tight knit community, that we felt that was the best approach for them. For owned media, we decided to go with paper brochure, because they were the easiest one to make and send out, to make people aware of not only the organization, but also the services and event that they were planning to do. PYOT did ask, well, when we first started discussing our cooperation, they did ask for us to look at their Facebook account and Instagram account and revamp it. We did look at their social media, and we did provide some insight on how they could change or improve things, but unfortunately, they were not able to go through with our recommendation. Um, we did not do any earned media tactic, because we weren't able to send out the press release, and due to a lack of funding, we didn't look into any paid media tactic either. Like I said, PYOT did not provide any type of funding to be able to do to help with with the situation or the problem, so we had to go with volunteer work from um, from our group, as well as PYOT's members. Initial meeting with PYOT, we created a tentative timeline to be sure we achieve the goal of helping them gain exposure. We had objectives and a tactical plan, such as creating a website, rebranding their social media accounts, creating brochures, and all of that. And also during our first few meetings, we did create a measure of action to ensure that we were able to achieve the tentative goals that we set. Unfortunately, while we achieved some, such as um, the creating a brochure and looking through their social media and giving them pointers, we were not able to accomplish all the other goals that we set out. We did send them the survey, but we were not able to accomplish more than as much that we would have liked to, due to the reshuffling of the organization after their um, the board of directors meeting. However, we hope that with all the information we provided PY Positive Youth of Tomorrow, we do hope that they are able to come to a certain order and look at the information we've provided to them and be able to make adjustment accordingly.